Hi everyone, welcome to Breathe and Be with Savita. Today we start a new series called Drive and Be. Driving can be a double edged sword where, on one hand, we can completely lose ourselves in the flow of mind and let our anxieties spiral us into somewhat of a road rage. On the other hand, we can make it into a calming spiritual practice and let our consciousness be set on alertness, on our breath, on our being, and make it a magical experience. Let's go ahead. As we take our position in the front driver's seat, let us first stop. Stop all physical and mental activities. Focusing on the breath, let us become aware of where our body comes into contact with the car seat. Let's take a slow and deep breath in into our spine, whether it is perfectly straight or slouched at the time. Let's simply take our awareness in there and feel our back against the car seat. Let's take our attention into how, as we reach for our seat belts, the texture of the seat belt, slowly sliding it, the sound of the click as we buckle it, with a slow and deep breath in all the way to our toes. We start our ignition. Often I love to close my eyes and take my attention within. As I do so, I feel in touch with that dimension that goes beyond words. But I would not recommend that you close your eyes when you are in the driver's seat. So, with our eyes open, attentive on the road, we bring our attention into attention and make driving a meditative practice. Feeling the car glide on the road, the beauty of the landscape passing us, or even the other vehicles, the sounds of traffic, the feel of the accelerator, the brakes, the gear. And if you happen to be a passenger being driven, then go ahead, close your eyes, and as you do so, take a deep breath in into the body. As you do so, you will immediately become aware of two sets of motions at work here. One is the energy of the body itself, millions of cells working spectacularly all day to keep us alive. The energy, vibrations, throbbing life in the body. And the other motion is that of the car. The car that's simply going that's running at the speed. It feels like you are in motion. This is direct experience of motion, which feels like magic if you're just aware of this. Not thinking of where we are coming from, where we are going. Not thinking of when we will get there, how late we or are we early? This person always makes us wait. So, taking attention from the mind and its activities into the vibrations. Waiting at the red light is not really waiting if we take our attention in this manner into all parts of the body, into sense perceptions, without letting the arising and subsiding of thoughts really distract us from paying attention to the here and now. And as we observe the lights, seems like there is magic coming from the lights too. It's a great place for spiritual practice because it allows us to really observe not only what's going on outside us, but also of emotions arising within. If you're driving and somebody is honking at us, as is often the case if you're driving in India, or if somebody is trying to cut us off, we observe not only what is happening on the road, but also the subtle emotions. If we slow our minds down and sync our attention with the breath, we will sense all of the emotions arising within us, be it impatience, any form of annoyance, irritation, anger. And it's great to watch these energies simply arising. But then we become the watcher. And soon if our attention is too much in the mind, then we become these emotions. We start to act on these emotions of impatience and annoyance by either exclaiming something or shouting at a person, or even just a running commentary going on in the mind. But instead of keeping our attention in the mind, we bring it through our breath into the emotions within. We distance ourselves from the strong momentum and the flow of mind and its activities and the emotions. So we are neither the thing that is perceived slowly, nor are we the perceiver, nor are we the act of perceiving. Going beyond all these, We simply are. Let's bring our attention into the breath for a moment here. Deep inhale all the way to your navel. Retain the breath if you can, if you want to. It's okay if you don't want to, and just exhale slowly. And so, as we drive, let's forget about, let's not completely forget about where we are going, where we are headed, because we may end up in a jungle somewhere otherwise. Or we can depend on our maps for that, on our GPS. And we can use the machine to our advantage to let it do all the work, where as we focus on just going within and not really focus on anything at all, just being in the present moment, breathing in the present moment with awareness, with alertness. And that's about it. I will see you next time. Breathe and be.